Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ask Lukenessmonster, episode 39, the series on the channel, where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to comment down below on this week's video, and I'll try my very best to answer it. And before you get in that first question, if you would, go down and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it, and we're also doing a giveaway at 2,500 subs, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And yeah, on to the first question. The first question from Naomi. They ask, what do you want to see in the 50th anniversary line? So, I would have said Clone Wars figures, but those were actually just revealed yesterday. Pin that video in the card right now if you want to go check out those figures. There is an ARC Trooper Echo, which is amazing. But I would also say, like, 20th anniversary of Attack the Clones, but that would actually be next year in 2022. So I'm already guessing we're going to get those figures in 2022, so that couldn't be this year. So my next, top figures I'd want would have to be like a Revenge of the Sith version, like 4 figures of either outdated or new figures. Either one, like either or would be great, of them just like re-released or brand new figures in these throwback to the Revenge of the Sith packaging. That'd be great. You need Anakin and Obi-Wan, maybe a 501st, Commander Cody 212th, all those different random types of figures, maybe some new ones, 212th Airborne, maybe like a I almost said Orsing, a Ayla Secura, or a Kiadi Mundi. That'd be really cool as well. There's so many different choices you could do, and especially in that throwback to the Revenge of the Sith packaging would just be amazing. And then their second question asks, what A New Hope figures do you think we will get now that we have the official coloring for the box? So I think it's a great question. I think that we could get re-releases of all these old like heroes that we have, because there's no like need for them to make new molds for them, and I think it's definitely a necessity to get like Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, R2, C3PO, Vader, all the figures in the A New Hope packaging, and I think it's just awful if they wouldn't do that. So I think it's a necessity for that, and I think they're just going to get re-released into that packaging eventually, maybe like one per wave, just a re-release or something like that. I see that happening pretty well, and then of course all these will be updated with like the new photoreal face printing if they haven't already. Simply Star Wars asks, I've always wanted to see the Ralph McQuarrie concept art in figure form. Will Black Series ever look into this? So this is something that I thought would be with like the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm figures, and that's what when I immediately heard that line would be released, I'm like, this is probably what it's going to be, more of like original Lucasfilm stuff. But no, I guess I was totally wrong, and I think that'd be something that would be cool to see in the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm line. Other than that, I don't know if they would release it. I think it's a cool idea, but I just don't see it really happening anytime soon. Badass Figures and Customs asks, what as of right now is your favorite Black Series figure at the moment? So 100% has to be the new Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Great figure, 100% recommend it. And yeah, only bad thing is the helmet warping, but just a little bit of like a blow dryer on the helmet there, it'll go back to normal. So great figure, highly recommend it. Inferno Hippo asks a question, what is your favorite archive wave and why? And also, what is your rarest figure? So my favorite archive wave has to be Archive Wave 3. One, because of Commander Cody. Definitely needed a re-release, and he's a great figure. So second reason is I started doing news videos about rumors and different stuff about Archive Wave 3, and they got a lot of views and definitely like boosted up my channel quite a bit. So Archive Wave 3 has to take the cake for that. And my rarest figure is probably the Amazon exclusive that figure up there, the carbonized Sith Trooper. It was a very hard figure to get. It was exclusive to Amazon and it sold out pretty fast. I managed to get one, and yeah, pretty cool figure, probably my rarest one. Ben asks, do you think for the 5th anniversary of Rogue One, Hasbro will make a Rogue One Darth Vader Black Series figure? So it's a great question. I think that'd be really cool, honestly. I think basically it's the New Hope one, though, so I think if you re-release the New Hope one in that like Rogue One packaging, that'd be pretty cool. But I think that they're gonna go with some of those like older Rogue One figures that needed the face printing before that, like a Krennic, Jen Erso, Cassian, Blaze, Chirrut Imwe. I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong. And then hopefully the pilot dude, Imperial pilot, that we never got a figure of in the first place. I think those would be the 5. But yeah, that would be my guess. William asks, do you think it's possible to get a brand new Cody figure with like a removable helmet and whatnot? And I want it to happen, but it seems unlikely because Archive Cody's sales but I'd love to know your thoughts. So, honestly, I think it's possible. I think a Deluxe Cody would be super cool. You get Commander Cody, removable helmet with the Tamora Morrison head underneath, like Kenobi hilt, hologram, a bunch of blasters, maybe an alternate hand or two. I think that'd be really, really cool to get. I think it's possible, but it's probably not going to happen until I think 2025, whenever like Revenge of the Sith is on its 20th anniversary, would be my guess. I think that since they just archived the figure, it's not going to happen for a little bit. But one cool thing about Archive that I noticed is they market the Archive Cody as a Clone Wars Cody. The image on it's a Clone Wars Cody, and the bio is a Clone Wars Cody, where the original Cody was Revenge of the Sith. So maybe this is like alluding to the fact that they made this one Clone Wars so that the new one could be Revenge of the Sith. I don't know, just a few thoughts. Jay Prasad asks, what is the strangest question you have ever been asked? I gotta say, it's probably been from you whenever you say, like, how will you survive Order 66? Or what would you do if you had to fight Boba Fett? You know, just stuff like that. Those are some great questions. Definitely some of the strangest ones and some of the ones I have the most fun answering. So thank you so much for asking the questions. Nicholas asks, what Black Series figure do you think needs a remake the most? So 100% Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just want this guy updated on the new Jedi body. His old body is awful. Articulation sucks. It looks pretty bad. It's not really proportionate, and it definitely needs a re-release, but it needs a remake for sure. Update articulation, maybe get some more, like a little bit more soft goods in there too. I think that'd be great. Add that photoreal face to that episode 3 Obi-Wan, and that'd be a really, really nice figure. So definitely Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Jacob asks, do you think if they made a Gaming Greats Republic Commandos in 6-inch, will they release them individually or in a 4-pack? So that's a great question. I think that they'd be released individually in the Gaming Greats line. I think they're not going to release them all at once. I think they'd be separately, maybe like one here, one there, one later. So like I'm maybe over a span of 2 or 3 years is when they release them. But I think first they're going to make Boss. They're going to do like the, if they do make it, of course, they do like the orange, of course, armor and everything, making the box orange. And now that I think of that, actually, this will be in the newer Gaming Greats packaging, so the color of the box wouldn't change, which is very unfortunate. I like the different colored boxes from the old Gaming Greats line, but yeah, honestly, that'd be super cool. I think they're gonna make Boss first, maybe then a Sev Fixer, and then Scorch. I don't know if that'd be a good order. And if they don't release it in the Gaming Greats line under Republic Commando, they'd probably do it under the Clone Wars line and do a Clone Wars body. I know that the Hunter body is pretty close. Maybe you get a different head and add a few different things, and it'd be pretty close to the Commando body. So I wouldn't be surprised if they reuse a few parts from him. Amish asks, question, why haven't you got fully into 3 3/4 inch yet? There's 2 reasons. One, because there's so many 3 3/4 inch figures that it's going to take me so long to catch up that I just don't really want to try, because some of those like really good figures are super expensive on the aftermarket, like close to some of those Black Series figures. And 2, they're very hard to find in stores. Like, Black Series is hard to find in stores, but imagine Black Series times 20. That's how hard they are. And you only find the ones that nobody wants in stores too. So it's one of those things where, like, one, it's they're expensive and they're hard to find. So I'm gonna stick with Black Series, and I know I like Vintage Collection. I grew up playing with the 3 3/4 inch figures. But the only way I'm gonna buy some more of those 3 3/4 inch figures if they're like really nice figures that I want, like a Clone Wars figures or like a Boba Fett, which I am planning. I'm trying to track down a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett from the Vintage Collection. So, you know, figures like that I just really like the characters for would be the only way I'd actually get their vintage figure. The next question from Lukenessmonster. He asks, what are some other ARC Trooper figures that they could make using that new Echo mold? So, wow, I really like your name, Lukenessmonster. Anyway, yeah, I think there's so many they could do. I think an Echo, or I'm sorry, Fives is a necessity. I think they really should do like 2 different helmets for that. They should do the ARC Trooper helmet, and then of course a Phase 2 helmet with that. I think it'd be really cool to get, and of course all of Fives normal accessories would be amazing. I think we need of course Jesse as well, and yeah, you got to throw in that Phase 2 helmet with him because he never had that ARC Trooper helmet. Then I think of course you have to do Rancor Battalion with like Blitz and Havoc, Hammer. You know, all of those ARC Troopers there. I think those would be super cool to get. Maybe like an ARC Trooper 3-pack. That would be amazing. Get what's it called? Rancor Battalion there. I think that'd be super cool to get. All of those would be amazing to get using that nice Echo mold. And I at least want 5s. That'd be nice. Next question from Dark Vader. They ask, should Should Hasbro continue to create Star Wars figures, or should the brand be given to another company, and if so, who should the license go to? So that's a great question. I haven't really thought about it that much. I don't really know a whole lot of companies that make action figures besides Hasbro, because Hasbro kind of has a huge monopoly over that. Some of the only other companies I know is like McFarlane that does some of the Fortnite figures. Only that's the only other company I could probably name just because of how big Hasbro is. And honestly, I think Hasbro should keep the license. They've been doing it for 20 years, and they're just now like we're going into a golden age of Star Wars: The Black Series, getting Clone Wars figures with the OG packaging. It's just amazing. We're going into a golden age of the Black Series here, and yeah, even like ever since we got the Galaxy packaging last year, we've just been getting all the figures we've wanted, and it's amazing. Hopefully they keep on listening to fans and keep making more figures like that. So the next question asks, why haven't we got a this name from Bounty Hunter game and the this name as well? And I think that's the exact reason we haven't got them. One, I can't pronounce their name, but two, I have absolutely no clue who these characters are. And I am a pretty big like Star Wars fan, and I haven't even heard of these guys. So that's probably why they haven't made the figure yet, because they're pretty like unknown. And then the last question asks, if I was in charge of Hasbro, I would make a Make-A-Wish line where all the figures are wishes from children with cancer. The figures don't even have to be real characters, and with all the money I make from it, I would donate it to cancer to help with the cure. And that's a great idea. Honestly, I'd love to see that. Definitely would be a great idea. I'd love to see Hasbro do that. Even like raise money for charity. All the profits go to the cure for cancer. And obviously they're not going to do that, and I don't want to say obviously because it's so bad to say that, but like they're not going to do it because Hasbro likes money. The only reason they're making figures is for the money, and they're not going to donate their profits to charity, which is just awful. I wish they would, but it's not going to happen. Maybe if they did like a certain percent, like 25%, even is pretty high. Like I'd say if they did it, they would be like 10%, because they're going out of the way making new molds, all that kind of stuff to make these figures, and it's expensive to do that. And I don't see them donating a lot of the profits to charity, which I really wish they would, because it's such a cool idea. But maybe to like counteract that, maybe those Make-A-Wish kids could get like a custom figure. They ask for like a random figure or a character or whatever, and Hasbro can go and make like one of those figures, like a one standalone figure of that, custom made box, everything like that, just for that figure. So they're not spending a whole lot of money making it, and then that Make-A-Wish kid could get the figure that he wants. So I think that might be a cheaper alternative for them, and of course they wouldn't charge anybody for the figure at all. That might be a better alternative, and maybe while they're doing this, they could do like a donate thing where like if you buy a figure, a few bucks will get put into like a charity or whatever fund. I think that'd be pretty cool. I lied. This is the real last question from Jacob. They ask, Godzilla or Kong? I have not seen the movie yet, so I don't actually know who won, but my money would be on Kong, because monkey strong. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would really greatly appreciate it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.